Hello, I'm in my room number 11 on the Amtrak Empire Builder, heading from Minneapolis, St. Paul to Everett. About 10 minutes or so ago, we left Shelby, Montana. And let me show you the great outdoors now. So we will be traveling like this for quite a bit. We'll get into Glacier tonight, and it will be dark, so I won't have much to film around there tonight on Glacier, and I'm not getting off in Glacier, so that's the way it is. I am to be continued. I'm taking a pause. Okay. Not that long of a pause. All right, let's see what's there. Okay. I wanted to zoom. The landscape will be like this for quite a bit. So you'll hear my narration with a lot of the same type of territory.
With your reservation slips in hand. Once inside the dining car, please wait at the end doors to be seated by a member of our crew. Please do not seat yourselves. Once again, dining car is calling 6:45 p.m. Dinner reservations for sleeping car passengers. For those of you with 7:15 reservations, please wait in your room accommodations or the lounge car to be called in for your reservation time.
Well, those are competing announcements. The conductor was starting to announce something, and looked like the dining car overtook him. I'm waiting for my 7:15 reservation. It's been a good journey so far, as most of them are. We are getting to that area. I won't recognize it, but we will be passing that area where the Amtrak derailed. I just didn't pinpoint the coordinates. Sorry about that. Technical issues on my part. I just ran into a car attendant. His name is Saeed, and I have ridden on the train. I've run into him 4 or 5 times, which is odd. I mean, he's an Amtrak employee. But anyway, the majority of times that I've run into him, well, all previous times when I've encountered Saeed, he was my sleeping car attendant in whichever sleeping car that I was in. Very nice person. Very, very. We've had some nice conversations. So anyway, today I was surprised. I was walking around on the platform in Shelby, and I was by a coach car, and he's standing there by the door, and it was Saeed. I said, "Hey, you're working coach now?" And he says, "Yeah." I guess the grind of being a sleeping car attendant was just too much for him. He also he didn't go into detail, but he said that a lot of the, I guess apparently staff shortages, which you're very aware of on Amtrak, is that staff shortages are hurting a lot of things on the railroad. Although you wouldn't know it, because I really think I've got to hand it to the employees, the 99% of the employees that I've encountered and worked with. You wouldn't know that they're being overburdened by whatever things are overburdening them. Or, they just they don't announce all their all the intercompany turmoil, which is great. I mean, they're very professional. I've had very good, courteous attendance on, like I said, on 99% of my train travel on Amtrak, and so I don't need to dwell on that. It's also, I'm thinking, just some odds and ends. Some of the conductors that I've talked to can be pretty hilarious, although I tend to find a lot of conductors, they try to be very standoffish and very like in control. But it's really fun when you're talking to a conductor who's just more relaxed and more casual, and you get a lot more information, a lot of good stories. One time on the train, I was catching the Southwest Chief out of Kingman, Arizona, after a wonderful almost reunion. It was a birthday party, surprise birthday party, in Las Vegas, and for my cousin. And so there's no train, no Amtrak goes into Las Vegas. So my sister Mari dropped me off in Kingman, Arizona, and I hopped on that train. And I was anyway. The train was delayed, and it was late, and it was by 1 in the morning, I think. I was standing out in the platform, just waiting for the train, and there's some other Amtrak guys standing out there in the train, and it turns in, one of them is one of the engineers, or the train drivers, the guy who's going to drive the train from Kingman to L.A., and it's the first time I'd had a lengthy conversation with a train driver. Engineers, in America you call them engineers. And he was really cool too. And I had mentioned to him that on that particular journey, the reason I was going from L.A., I was going to go to L.A. from I was going from Kingman, Arizona into L.A. to connect with the Coast Starlight. That was going to get me up to Seattle. And the Coast Starlight it's a beautiful trip up the California coast, and the Oregon coast, and the Washington coast. I guess that's why they call it the Coast Starlight. And I remember telling him, hey, well, since the Southwest Chief is running late, when you get in there and start driving this thing, make sure you get me into LA in time to make the connection. He says, no problem, we'll get you there. Oh, we've finally run into a freight. So much for the standard scenery. Now you're getting standard freight scenery. We're not passing them at a very fast clip, although it might look fast. And I'm starting to think this is a long one, so I better cut it short pretty quick. My point was, I got to LA in time, made the connection on the Coast Starlight, and the Coast Starlight, my intent was to take it all the way to Seattle, but just about an hour before I'm getting into Portland, Alicia calls me, my daughter, up, and she says, hey, Pops, me and the girls are driving from Bend back up to Portland, they were traveling from Bend, and they would stop in Portland and pick me up there. And so that was really cute to see the girls there at the station looking for me, and so that was really cute. So I got off the train in Portland and then drove the rest of the way with them up to Seattle. End of train ramblings number however many number. I haven't put a number to these, and boy, this freight is really much longer than I anticipated, so sorry about the boring video now. I did like the scenery that we were looking at, and we can see clips. Oh, we're slowing down. Maybe I'll give you the bottom of the tracks. All right. Hey, maybe I'll run into I always look at these, some of these, wow, look how close we are. Maybe, no, that's not a good one. Run into hobo shoestring. Nope, I guess not. All right. End of open hatch. Covers. Boo-doo-doo. Why did we stop here? This is not very scenic. All right, end of recording. Thank you for listening. Hope I didn't put you to sleep.